my name is Jessica and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a woody cockroach breeding cup, which is really helpful for making your own, breeding your own reptile food. So we're going to start off with a 60 litre storage bin, which is just this one here. Should be able to read that. So that's what we've got in front of us. Is a 60 litre storage bin is what we're going to start off with for our cockroach breeding enclosure here. So first I start off with a little bit of recycled newspaper kitty litter. So I put that along the ground so that we don't get too much humidity. It also eliminates some of the smell of breeding cockroaches or wood lice. So a couple of handfuls should do. Just along the base. That's good. So I like to use for the cockroaches or woodies to hide in some egg cartons. So I've gotten a lot of secondhand egg cartons from friends, and Buy Nothing groups are a really great place to get some resources. So just going to chuck maybe 2 layers of those in the bottom. And I like to add some old toilet rolls around it, but I crush them a little bit. So just like this, because when they're too big of a circle, I find that not as many woodies like to go in them, but when they're a little more crushed and compacted, more tend to stay in them. So just maybe 4 or 5, just along with everything else. Now for food, I'm going to be using some turtle pellets. So these are just juvenile aquatic turtle pellets. They just have some really nice kind of like veggie and meat elements to them, which woodies like a variety in their diet. So I like to put my food on a plate because I use fresh veggies as well, so this stops them from making the enclosure too humid and dampening the egg cartons, toilet rolls and other things that we have in there. So I'm just going to add, to start off with, some nice fresh chopped carrot. And then I'm going to add some of my turtle pellets. Variety is always key with these guys. And I've got some dog food, which seems like a bit of an abnormal choice, but my dogs are fed on really highly nutritious dog food, and woodies like a variety in their diet, so I tend to chuck a little bit of that in. Also helps with crickets and things. So I place that in the lower levels, and then cover with some more of my egg cartons and toilet rolls. Now at this point, sometimes I'll add some gut load to the food, which is just a supplement for the woodies that helps them grow more nutritiously for the reptiles that they're going to get fed to eventually. So the next step I use is I like to seal the lid. So I tend to use Econo Seal, which goes on window and door frames generally. I use it around the edges of the lid to stop the woodies from escaping. So it's pretty simple. It just comes kind of rolled up. If you pull it, it comes off the tape, or I might start at the other end. So we just pull it and So you just weave it around the edge. Not super complex, but it does help a lot in maintaining your population. I generally like to use a thicker grade of this, but this is the one that I could find, so it should do its job. Now, if you can see, I've pre-drilled some holes in this lid just for air and circulation so that it doesn't get too stagnant or too damp in there. Now, it shouldn't matter too much if you get it close to the edge, as long as it lines up somewhat with the edging of the container you're using. I'm just going to pull this bit up and try and straighten it a little bit, because I don't want to lose any. You can see we've got a line around the outside. I'm just going to put that to the side. Now, next step, water. Now, I don't like to leave open dishes of water in with my woodies, because that can cause issues with them drowning and things. So I get a normal kind of Chuck's cleaning cloth, and I put it in a dish, a nice clean dish. So I'll pop it in there. I prefer to use dish sponges, but I don't have any at the moment, so this is what I'm going to use. And if you fill it up so the Chuck's absorbs the water, and tip my excess back in there, and there's no risk of them drowning, but they can keep hydrated drinking out of that. So just pop that in the corner. Again, I don't want the egg cartons and toilet rolls to be directly touching that. Now I'll add some Woodies. So I ordered these from Live Foods Unlimited online. They're a really good company, really good prices. You can kind of see them all down in there. I'm not sure if it focuses, but we'll just... I'm making 2 containers, so I'm going to try and go 50-50. A little bit in here. Yeah, and then I'll keep the rest for my other container. Seal the lid. Nice and tight. And there you have it.